I'd fart on someone. Or a check. For sure.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Not That Complicated. It's Tejah,
Jametra,
and Morgan.
What do you do, Shawty?
You love to see it.
We're back and we're better. Period.
Back and we're better.
I want you now as ever. Don't let me just let up.
All right.
I don't think those are the words.
Did you get some glasses from Amazon?
Probably so.
Are those bootleg glasses?
Surely.
Because I think we're wearing the same glasses.
Period.
Oh, Jametra with the hostility, the silent hostility for why, my guy.
Protect your eyes.
Okay, you and your prescription can go ahead right along.
Yeah, these are really prescriptions.
I just needed some protection from the light. But
I
don't be having time.
Got your ass gonna look crazy. I'm not trying to be cross-eyed or cockeyed, so
I don't be having time to put on contacts. If I'm gonna wear glasses, I'm gonna wear the real shebang.
If I'm gonna wear glasses, I'm gonna step. Period.
I'm not gonna put that. I'm not gonna be putting in contacts.
I'm not with that frou lame. I do the real. Period. Y'all can wear the fake. I do the real.
Yeah. All right. So y'all ready for the first? What is it called again? The icebreaker.
We
This
do
time
this every week.
Yes. This one is gonna go into the pop culture. So y'all know OBJ was paying bitches to poop on his chest. Y'all got a fee for that?
It's just not.
What's y'all's prices?
It's not. It's a no for me.
I don't think I would definitely, you would have to pay me like $5,000. But I don't think I would be able to do that. I just do not.
It's just disgusting to think about. To just have.
I could not imagine putting my feces.
To have my feces on this man's chest.
No. I don't think I would physically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I'm about to pull a Morgan and say I don't got a price, but let me fix that. It's not that I don't have a price. Because I feel
you just can't think of one right now.
I feel like at a high enough price, I might try it, but I don't see myself being able to fulfill that. How are we going to do that?
Honestly, it's like if a guy even presented that to me, I'm automatically blocking you. So,
I am afraid of you.
I'm not even going to get to the offer part because we're not speaking any longer.
You're asking me to send you videos of me pooping? I'm not one to kink shame, so I'm just going to let you go. Find someone that's into it.
I'm not gonna drag you, but we're gonna
send the video.
Ew, no. That's
if you're already doing it, I feel like my price, I would be more open to just sending a video before we just about to have sex and you're like
just thinking about
bust it open for me,
defecating,
and not the coochie,
turning around, recording it,
like me having the camera back here, like
no.
Okay, no. I didn't think about doing it that way. I thought about just regular. Like I'm already doing it and then the camera's just there.
No, he wants to see it come out of your butt. You don't want to be like,
Yeah, it's just a no.
It's a no.
Yeah. No, but thanks. I'm glad that you're interested.
I'm not doing that.
I'm glad you're interested. I'm glad I'm glad you've identified with who you truly are. But that's not me.
Yeah, I'm not doing that either. Y'all peeing on somebody or peeing for somebody?
I'm not doing that either.
I don't do anything.
Anything I need to do with the toilet, I'm not doing with the human.
No.
Period.
That's weird.
It's just a no.
People who drink pee are weird.
Like the whole golden shower thing really just doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit well with my spirit.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. If you even offer that, I'm gonna be like, shut the no. You don't bring that up. Like what?
No, for real. It's like It's like I'm offended that you even thought.
Yeah,
you could bring that up to me.
Like, if you want to do some freak stuff like that, you need let me bring it up.
Yeah,
you don't come talking to me talking about something. Let me pee on you. I'm be like,
and it also can't be while we're already having sex. This needs to be like we need to be both of sober mind and heart, so you can have this conversation with me, so I can be like,
yeah,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm very
I need to, yeah.
Because I'm liable to. I don't think I'd be liable to say yes to that, but I'm liable to say yes to a lot of things when in uncompromising positions. But I know for sure I'm not saying yes to that.
I was like, I'm not doing that.
I didn't know where it was going, so I was just closing out. Like, okay, girl.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not saying yes to that. No, keep your pee away from me.
Mm-mm.
I'm not trying to be just walking around smelling like a little pissy. Even if I take a shower.
You're a pee-pee girl. Right.
Hey, little pissy. I'm like,
she's a very pee-pee girl.
Literally. Like, I'd much rather not. If I wanted to be a diaper, I'd do that.
So yeah, that's my answer. Final answer.
Yeah.
But
no.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Well, what would you do, Morgan? Because Morgan don't got a price for a lot of stuff, and I'm just like, what would you do? What is something strange you would do for a motherfucking piece of change? I was not thinking about
it. There are people who like that. If you really, there are, and
has someone ever asked you?
Wait, what?
Has someone ever asked you? Because that was very random.
No,
yeah,
it's never happened. But
like,
I feel like that's something that's not too personal that I can do to a stranger. I'll fart on you for $1 million, sure.
Damn, $1 million.
I
was telling y'all, I was like, I feel like y'all price is too low. Like
$1 million to just fart? Just to fart?
You fart for free every day. What do you mean?
Not on a person. I mean, granted,
but that's not even doing much.
$1 million.
Okay.
Girl, you need to lower your
$250.
Like $250.
$250,000. She's wow. Yeah. To fart on someone, I would only charge.
Okay. Realistically, if someone offered me like $5,000 to fart on them, I would take it.
If someone offered me $750 to fart on them, I'd take it. It's literally just farting.
I'd be like, where? Just let me know.
Where do you want it? Mouth?
But with my clothes on, though. Just to clarify. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to just take my pants off to fart on you. That's kind of weird.
Moon you? He wants to get all of it. He wants to get
That's really weird to me. It's weird. But that's something really strange that I would do for a change. So. I didn't leave the listeners down. I came up with something.
Round of applause. I'm proud of you. I'm glad you got it together.
Thanks.
Okay, so let's move on to our pop culture. Oh, Jesus. The little BB gun. Okay, so who has something that they would like to?
I do.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm pretty sure all of the hosts of this podcast watch Housewives of Potomac, correct?
I'm not caught up, so.
But what I'm going to say, I feel like you have a general picture of this topic. Mm-hmm. Ashley and Michael, right? So he's an old Australian man, and she is like a 20-something. Maybe now she's reached her 30s, but when she was introduced to the show, she was still in her 20s. And it was already an odd relationship coming into the show from the very first introduction. But it seems like every season for the last 2-3 seasons,
it's worse.
This man keep on giving her reasons to leave him and she won't take them. So he's been feeling on men's booties multiple times. He has been accused by multiple men of doing inappropriate things. So we have to him, no, but in the real world, yes. And recently in this season, I want to talk to you guys about accepting information depending on who it's coming from. So basically in this week's episode, Candace, now a backstory on her and Candace have really had some real issues, but about 3 episodes ago, they really just kind of got it together and came to a really good place. Candace randomly received a text message from a really close friend of hers who works at a strip club that Michael was at. At the strip club, she's saying that Michael was telling this girl that he has a boyfriend and a wife and was asking people to come back to his hotel. By the end of the episode, someone took a picture of him. They were in a hotel room. He was in his boxers, and it's him. Now,
she's pregnant right now.
No, this is when the baby's like 3 months.
No, she announced that she's pregnant. They're having a second baby. What? You didn't see that? They're having a second baby. Yeah, girl, she's pregnant.
The way that he has consistently embarrassed this woman in front of the entire world, season after season, year after year, and at the end, there's like a cliffhanger for this episode, and it's basically him saying, well, something did happen, so we'll see what he says in the next episode. But I want to get you guys' input on the way Ashley found out. So like I said, her and Candace finally came to, a really good place, and Candace, when she received the text messages, she went to Giselle to see how she should handle the situation because she didn't want any more static with Ashley because they had just gotten to a good place. So Giselle sat both of them down and Candace told her in a polite manner. Now, for you guys, if someone came to you that you just got on a good foot with, do you think that would alter how you receive the information, whether it's like how you believe it or whatever the case may be?
Absolutely. If I was beefing out with you 2 days ago, and you tell me something like that, I'm be like, girl, get the hell out of my face. I'm not. Yeah. I would much prefer her. I like how she went to Giselle. I would be like,
I'm gonna say the only reason I don't want Giselle in it because Giselle is a messy bitch. She's not just gonna be like straight up with
it. No, this is the thing. Like, Giselle and Ashley's relationship was really good, and Giselle is really, it seems like, the only person who Candace also has a good relationship with, who also has a good relationship with Ashley. So I could see why she went to Giselle, and she also made it a point not to tell any of the other girls because she was like, it's none of their business, and she wanted to go to Ashley like as respectfully as possible. So I could see like her genuine heart in it because she really just did not want to be, caught in the crossfire. But I do think it's interesting. Like, definitely if I was Ashley, I would be like, but I'm also go check this man when I get back home because they were on vacation. They weren't back at home yet.
Yeah.
So I'm checking you when I come home.
Absolutely. I ain't gonna first see that I'm mad, but
honestly, even if Candace never said something, it still ended up on the news anyway.
Yeah.
So it was gonna be something anyway. So we go see.
Especially I'm gonna come back. He already has a history of doing gay stuff, so
right.
She probably already know he gay, and and you say it's a weird relationship. I think it's weird too, but I understand her sticking it out because he's finna die soon, and she gonna get a check.
Oh, she also mentioned a preview of the next episode. She said that they've done stuff with other people together in the past, but I still don't feel like that's justifiable for him to be embarrassing you every year.
So is she trying to set it up that they're in an open relationship?
That's the thing. Like, so we'll see in the next episode, but I guess I'm not sure if she's trying to say, oh, like we've done threesomes before and maybe this is someone from the past. But even if we take this situation off the table, this man has still embarrassed you multiple times.
Listen, sometimes women are okay with being embarrassed when they know they got a check coming on. The reality is Michael is a millionaire and she is trailer park trash. Anything. Yeah. And her family doesn't come from anything. So she like, all right, if I just stay married to this man long enough, he gonna eventually die before me. And or even if now she got those kids. So now if she really want to, she can just go on and get a divorce because she got them kids, she's still gonna get a check coming in. People do
I'm pretty sure she has a complex because her father is an old white man and she's married to an old white man.
Maybe she has a humiliation kink. Maybe she likes being humiliated.
Maybe that makes her go harder.
Like, I cannot. No, thank you. That's ghetto. My pop culture. So it's a tweet. This guy says, "There's nothing desperate about stating from the very first chat that you want a relationship that's headed towards marriage. You're just in a place where you don't want to waste your time. It's not desperation. It's being intentional." Me personally, absolutely not. On the first date, no. He didn't even say date. He said first chat. So first time you're talking to someone, absolutely not. You're doing too much. If some nigga came up to me and he talked about stuff. Yeah, this relationship, I wanted to turn into a girlfriend, boyfriend, and we get married. I'm gonna be like, hold up, Paula, slow your roll. I don't even know you.
I have an issue.
That's weird.
I have an issue. And my friends know I've expressed that I am not a frivolous dater. When I say I'm dating to marry, I'm just more saying I'm not going to get into a relationship with someone that I cannot see myself like absolutely not marrying in the future. That's what I mean. I feel like it may mean something for other people. However, when it comes to talking about the future with these men, first of all, I'm not bringing up any type of intentions, goals, expectations in the first chat. And honestly, I'm not bringing it up, period. When he wants to talk about what he's trying to do, that's cool.
But that's the point. He want to talk about it as soon as he get with you, right? As soon
as that would
like,
even though I'm dating to marry, that still would turn me off because it's kind of just like, you don't know me.
You're doing too much. You're real desperate. Talk about something that's not desperation.
And even first date. If you were saying in general, like you want to, the next relationship you're in, you want it to lead to marriage, that's cool. But don't make it a us thing because you don't know me.
You don't. I could be a serial killer.
Don't make it personal. If you make a general statement, that's cool, but don't put me in it.
Please don't. That is very desperate. Do not listen to this man.
It's a no.
Yeah. So that's like, I agree. Y'all already keep telling y'all, when I get a boyfriend, we're going to be married within 6 months. But
where's his boyfriend at then?
I think that's why he's not coming.
Because girl,
it's just what's gonna happen.
You have to learn how to be consistent with a nigga before he comes. Because you're standoffish, dry, inconsistent. You're a self-saboteur. So it's kind of just like
what like 4 or 5 things.
Like, these are things you need to make sure you resolve before your 6 month husband.
Damn, she on your ass today.
Did I say, oh, I'm talking to a nigga right now and he's gonna be my husband within 6 months?
But you keep saying you want him to come along. But
I don't want it that much. Like, geez Louise. What the hell? People can't just be saying sometimes.
Boy.
I was just saying. But back to what I was saying. When I get a man, we're gonna get married within 6 months. However, when you first don't say, "Hey, I want this to turn into some kind of marriage." No. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you.
Something's wrong with you.
I'm afraid of you, and I don't want to talk to you anymore.
No, seriously. I mentioned to the girls like last week, some dude had came into my messages, and within the first conversation, he was talking about how he wanted to be with me, how he saw us building so much, and I was very off put because
all you don't know me. Right, literally, all you heard me say was, "Y'all know I'm a freak bitch, handcuff leashes," and now you want to marry me?
It's like you can't tell me you want to be with me off of my Instagram post because that's all you know about me is my Instagram post.
My feet could be dirty. You don't even know that.
I could be horrible. I could be crazy. And I literally said, I was like, I can be crazy. And he was like, I'm into all that. Okay, see.
He's sick.
In the head. Completely.
Sick.
All of them. In their own ways, in own degrees.
Motherfucking sick.
So you got one, Jametra?
Yes. So there was a tweet going around like a couple of days ago, and it was of this man who bought a house in the hood, and it was like a worn down house. He bought it for like $20,000, and then he fixed it up, and put it back on the market, but he bought it for $20K. He sold it for $260K.
Okay.
And then when people were like, "Oh, this is gentrification, yay for gentrification," their response is like, "I'm black. I hire black people. I sold to a black family. This is not gentrification, nigga."
Well, I agree.
No, gentrification.
And I feel like if it's comparable with if that's
It's
the
not.
neighborhood, 260 is not even that big for a house. So is that low income housing? Is that a low income housing neighborhood?
Yes, that's the point. The people in that neighborhood couldn't afford to buy a house for $20K. So how are you gonna come in and sell it for $260K? That is still gentrification. No matter if you put a black face on it. If you're driving out the people who are already living in that neighborhood where they can't afford to live in their homes anymore because you're selling these houses for
yeah, I agree. I just thought he passed it for the people in the neighborhood because once you said it was a black family, I was like, oh, okay.
See, that's what people be getting. No. Yes, is when you look at gentrification, it's like, oh, these white people moving into black neighborhoods, into the fucking ghetto. But it's still gentrification if a middle class family moves into
I know that
income.
part. I was just saying, I thought as soon as you said it was a black person, I assumed that he kept it in the cap of that neighborhood. So yeah, I do believe that black people can gentrify their own neighborhoods. I do agree with that because they be doing that shit.
Yeah, no. If somebody in the neighborhood could have bought the house, they would have bought the house. No, yeah, they would.
No, I don't think so. If it's run down, and
it was $20K, and I just feel like
it was run down.
That takes more than just $20K. So if they already are in a low,
he took a mortgage out. He took a mortgage out for whatever. He only spent $90K on
the renovations.
The renovations. So in total, that was what's 90 plus 20? 110. So they could, if they could have gotten a mortgage, and he did the inside all nice and stuff. They could have got a mortgage for 110. Then they would have, because that's what he did. He didn't just pay 110. He got a mortgage for it and sold it. So I'm just like, black people.
He for that.
That's I'm like, this goes back to the thing of how when black people get money or they start turning into they start turning to Republicans. Black people are Republicans. They just don't got enough. They just don't have enough money to be an actual Republican. That's why when they get a little bit, they be saying all that crazy stuff like Mr. T.I. telling y'all to go.
This reminds me of T.I. telling people to buy properties with their stimulus check.
Like what?
How much you think we get?
What am I gonna buy with $1,200?
And we don't have no more bills.
That's literally barely rent for a good apartment for the month.
A bad apartment.
So, what do you mean property? I could buy it back from Home Depot.
Like, what are you saying, my nigga? What are you saying? Like, what kind of property do you want?
He's wildly misinformed.
Extremely. I saw something like that happen too in another neighborhood. I think it was in Atlanta. They put a $500,000 home in the ghetto. And I'm like, what? Why would you do that?
I'm telling you, every day on my way to work, I see those things. They put these nice old fancy apartments, and right outside, you got freaking homeless people sleeping on the little door of the apartment. And I'm just like, y'all take y'all white shit over there to cop.
Y'all didn't think this through.
Leave it. No, they did, and those white people are moving in there.
They thought it. They know exactly what they're doing. They thought it through. They built little Whole Foods out there. They put some little shopping centers. Blase. They didn't turn little 5 Points out. Even underground looked fancy. I ain't never seen underground look like that before. And I'm just like,
no, because it's always the same family. It's a young white couple with their little 2-year-old. Their kids be like 2 under in the dog, and they be pushing the stroller, walking down the street
with their dog.
Yeah, no, they know what they thinking.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. When I come up with my only black neighborhood, I don't want to hear Nathaniel.
No Anglo-Saxons.
None. And I may even steer away from the mix.
And that's what I was gonna say. And no white passing. No, if you have white family members that are close to you, no.
Too close. Too close.
if your granddad is white,
You're too close to the white devil. I'm sorry.
So Raven Elise is not invited.
She don't got white. I think hers white is far down.
She said her great grandpa is white.
I said
Is that close or far for y'all?
It depends on how old. Did she ever meet him?
She said no, she don't know that man.
She literally said in the tweet, I don't know that man.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a pass only because she don't only like seeing person in her family. She just got the bad genes. Like she's the only one that's like really, really light. Her sister's light, but not as light as her. You know, she just got the bad genes. She just wasn't lucky to get us nigga genes.
She's rude. She's rude. She's rude.
I need the white genes.
She rude.
I'm gonna mind my business.
Well, did you lie? I don't think so.
No, right. I don't take it back.
Oh no, I'm not asking.
I stand 10 toes on every word I say.
10 toes, okay? Period. All right, so on to the episode. If you can't tell by the title, we're talking about soulmates. Let your soul go. All right, so.
That was an L.
And then for her to get it wrong, I'm upset. But go ahead.
No, I did it on purpose. I said, let your soul go for like soulmates. Oh, gosh. Tough crowd.
Can't your soul glow if you're with your soulmate?
Girl, I don't know.
Your soulmate would make your soul glow. But go ahead. I'm just glad I got a black reference, honestly. This never happens.
I actually am proud of you. All right. So.
She's doing blackface.
She's a blackfisher.
Next caller.
Anyway. So, the first thing is, do you guys believe in soulmates? 1A, platonic, 1B, romantic.
I believe in both. But I also believe that they can change. So like one day I can meet this man and he's my soulmate. Then we get married, we be living our life. In 40 years, my soulmate changed. I believe.
To Willie Earl the deacon from church? Like who?
Who's the patient to?
I don't know. It can not that somebody else comes into my life and I'm like, oh, you're not my soulmate anymore. It's them. It's just as you grow up, you know, because when
you're no longer your soulmate.
Soulmate, right? Yeah.
Right.
Like who I was at 20 is not going to be who I am at 60, and so those two people might not, go together.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I thought you meant like somebody comes along. I'm like, damn.
No. I mean, somebody might, but they don't have to.
No, ma'am.
Okay, no, ma'am. I do agree. And I also believe that there are platonic soulmates. I think there are romantic soulmates. Like, duh. You ever have, like, I'm pretty sure everyone has had, like, a friend, like, man, if you was a nigga, I'll be with you. Or, I don't know if men, because, men be feeling like, maybe they have this complex about being gay. Like, they would never be like, if you were a girl, I would date you.
Yeah, that's how I feel like a lot of them be
never
gay.
Be caught saying something like that.
They would never. They have this huge complex about being gay or being seen as gay. And I'm just like, dude, relax. Nobody is 100% straight. And if there are, it's very few. Like, come on. If you find the same sex attractive, technically you're not 100% straight. If you were 100% straight, you would not find anyone except the opposite sex attractive. It's a scale, baby. It's a scale.
Can I think you're attractive but not be sexually attracted to you, which would then make me straight still?
I'm not sexually attracted to them.
Yeah.
But why are you attracted to them then?
You can just think that they're pretty or something. Or
you're a pretty girl. And that's it. That's literally it.
But it's not like I want to jump your bones. I mean, I ain't saying that about me, but
what I was just saying is just like, I feel like if you did not look at women in any way other than them being women like you wouldn't even think that they were attractive. I feel that way. Like, no one is 100% straight. Even without that last tidbit, no one is 100% straight.
Yeah, she just wanted to come out to us. She just wanted to
Girl, boo. I am just putting that out there for the men that, you know, they feel like they can't, they be scared to say that their friends look nice. No pause, no
Oh
homo, no homo.
no, I'm gonna verbally affirm my friends, Periana.
They be scared to say it.
I know niggas are slow. They're
They
stupid.
are.
They have
Things,
issues.
things we know.
You're right.
Well,
All
yeah.
right. So, do you guys twin flames? Do you guys believe in it?
Okay, can you break down twin flame to me?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was
Okay.
synonymous with soulmate, but apparently
I'm gonna
not.
say what I thought was different about between a twin flame and a soulmate is the fact that a twin flame relationship is toxic, pretty much. It's trash.
No. I
That's
didn't
what
think
I
about
thought it was. That's what I thought it was. Because it's like they always talk about how it's like so much back and forth, like so
that.
much angst between it, and I'm like, I don't want that. Oh, I don't like that.
Because I see people say both. Like I've seen in posts, like appreciation posts, someone will be like, "You're my soulmate, my twin flame,"
Mm-hmm.
and I'm asking myself, okay, so what's the differentiation
Yeah,
exactly?
Let's
so
see. Okay, I have it pulled up. Um. Okay. So, all right. So this says sometimes discussed in terms of a mirror soul or soul connection. A twin flame is the other half of your soul. If you compare a twin flame versus soulmate, it's important to note that a soulmate is someone who is made from the same kind of energy as you, but who has never existed in fusion with you.
okay.
And it kind of goes into different things. So the way I always interpreted twin flame was like that's like I interpret twin flame being higher than a soulmate, because I feel like you can have multiple soulmates, because my soulmate could be in India, but I'm in America. You think I only have one soulmate in this world? No. If I was an Indian girl, exactly. But I feel like twin flame, that is very far and few. You may have three, and even then might be pushing it. I just think that's the way I always interpret it. And that kind of seems like what it says, because it's saying that the other half of your soul, you only got one soul, so it could really only be one person.
Yeah, you can only have one twin flame in that instance.
In that case, yeah, exactly. So, but you can have multiple soulmates according to me. So, and it says a soulmate is a strong connection, and it doesn't have to be romantic that you bond with in that way. A soulmate can be your friend, sibling, mother, etc. But with twin flames, the intensity levels are so heated and magnetic that it is very clear that they are meant to be together. That comes into play with our first question. You can have platonic and romantic soulmates. Twin flames, baby. That flame said, no, we are getting it on. This magnetic fusion, you feel it, I feel it.
But I do gotta put this out there. Sometimes people be like, "Oh, they're my soulmate. Oh, they're my twin flame. Oh, all of this," and their relationships be crappy. All they do is argue and fight, and they break up one next minute, and then here they coming back, and it's just like, that's exhausting. That's
I don't want that kind of soulmate.
that's exhausting. No, that's what I'm saying. Like people who are
Yeah.
like outwardly like, oh my god, my soulmate, oh my god, my twin. Like
Mm-hmm.
those people who like make a big deal out of it, they're
It's
the
usually,
ones who are in the shitty relationships. And like last week
and they
you just
use it as
told
an
me y'all broke
excuse.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they
They're
was
like, oh, he's
like,
my soulmate. I'm like,
I don't like him.
Yeah, I think if you
Like
have to justify being in a relationship by saying that's my soulmate, that's my twin flame, you shouldn't be in the
shouldn't be
relationship.
in it. You shouldn't be in it. I'm sorry, baby girl, but that is not for you. That is not what the universe or the Lord wants for you. It's not. So
No.
stop using the universe in your blasphemous relationships, please. You're hurting her. She don't want to be a part of that. She does not. I'm telling you right now. She told me yesterday. She said, "You need to get these people right." I said, "Okay, girl. We about to get them right real quick."
the day yesterday, girl say,
Yeah. So,
So this leads me to my next question. One, do you think you have a soulmate? If so, have you met them?
y'all go first.
okay, so
Girl, I know you ain't finna bring up that nigga.
I knew this was coming.
Look at you.
What was it?
Ah.
I'm on mute.
Oh. Um I think friendship-wise, I've had soulmates and the flame burned out.
See, that's what I told you.
I've
That's
I've
what I
had
said all the
friends
time.
who, we meet and it's an instant click and everything is effortless. And then they do something horrible and then we can't be friends anymore. That's just my experience. As far as romantically, I feel like yes, but I'm open to the idea that I might have another. I don't think that it's like I'm not closed off to the possibilities that have yet to come into my life.
Okay. Good answer.
Yeah,
Very political
good.
answer.
All right, that was very political.
Good job. I'm not gonna say yes or no. I don't know. Yeah, I don't I don't really know, because I could have met this person and just didn't know, like it didn't go any further than me just like, having a couple conversations. Or it could have been someone that I've been in a relationship with and it just never got to that point to where we both realized, or where I realized that they're my soulmate, because I might not be their soulmate. You ever thought about that? That person might be your soulmate, but you are not theirs. That shit sounds like that hurted.
But see, that's where I disagree. I feel like if you're soulmates, then it's mutual. Also, I feel like if you find, or a soulmate finds you, whatever the case may be, that it's a pretty like effortless discovery. It's not something you have to really work at. It just happens.
I agree. I think it just happens. Kind of like how Chloe and what's his face got married in like 2 days, like something like that, but not like that.
Chloe who?
Didn't she get married to?
Lamar?
Yeah.
Girl, they was all crack.
No, but I'm just saying, like something like that, like effortless, like that, where it just moves. Not the relationship. I'm just saying something like that, where it just happens. You're like, next thing you know, you're like,
so then why y'all so beefed out with me getting married within 6 months then?
We're more so beefed out with the process.
I'm
beefed out with a few things, honestly. For one, it's the secret marriage. It's the secret wedding.
I mean, it ain't gonna be secret. It ain't gonna be secret because I'm gonna tell people after I already did it.
Okay, like I said, secret wedding. Next is the fact that you're not even allowing time. This is my point that I keep making to Jametra.
But she just said.
What?
It's effortless.
It's gonna be effortless, but it has to be effortless if one party is actually willing.
I mean, I ain't gonna force them to don't get me wrong. The person who I would say I could definitely identify as my soulmate, I wouldn't have married him in 6 months either. Because here's the thing. Niggas still be acting right in 6 months. I need some time to elapse so you can show your consistency, your ability to keep me happy. And
that was a fake nigga.
Let things reveal themselves. I need at least a year before you propose to me.
Yeah. You only met side A nigga. You still gotta see side B nigga.
Yeah, and then I have to plan the wedding. That's like another year.
So that's 2 years of side B nigga.
You have to give it like, I feel like 6 months is definitely still cupcake phase, because it is.
I feel like people can get married in short periods of time. That's not my issue with it. My issue is the secrecy. Why you gotta keep it a secret?
That was my first issue.
It's not a secret.
You keep saying you're going to get married in secret. No one is going to know until
after. You said elope. When people elope, no one knows.
That's a secret.
But it's not a secret. Y'all just don't know it yet.
Yeah. Hey,
girl, what do you do?
She's gonna be like, bling, bling. Bitches is mad. And I'm gonna be like,
a secret is like, I don't want to tell, like, this happened and I don't want to tell anybody. But it's not that I don't want to tell anybody. I'm just not telling. But if you don't ask, then I'm not going to tell. How about that?
The denial is jumping. So it's basically every day we're going to have to ask you, have you found your husband? Are you going to get married?
Married today? You getting married today?
So is that what you're saying we have to do every day in the group?
Y'all can do what y'all want to do.
Have you found your husband yet? Okay.
Morning, sunshines. Are you getting married today? Oh, okay.
Dang, what if I don't even want a wedding? Like, I don't want a big
Would you
wedding.
at least tell us when you found the person that you want to get married to in 6 months?
Probably not.
Yeah. Like, if we're, like, let's say we meet right now, and then I could be like, oh, yeah, I'm talking to this nigga, da, 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 da. And then if we keep talking for 6 months,
She'll be
maybe
like
I could just.
T-minus 5 months. Like,
So do you feel like this person that you would get married to within 6 months or in 6 months? No, within 6 months. Is that your quote unquote soulmate or one of your soulmate? Your
Well,
true
I'd
one?
hope so. I'd hope so.
you can't be hoping.
Okay.
If you about
Listen,
to,
I'm not saying the next nigga I talk to,
Yeah.
bam, we getting married. This is it. Like, obviously, or I'm not even saying like, oh, I meet him and then we've been talking for 6 months, like, oh, okay, we're getting married. It's not like that. That's not what I mean.
What do you
Obviously.
mean?
what's
Because
your
that's what I thought.
timeline?
I was thinking you meet someone, not
Between
the next
meeting
person.
and the marriage is 6
Yeah,
months.
so that's what I was thinking. It may not be the next
Yes.
person, but a person in between meeting and marriage is 6 months.
Yes, but it's not like, oh, if we don't get married within 6 months, this is it. I'm done talking to you. That's not what I mean. You get it? Like, it's not like, yeah, it's not like I'm meeting you, I like you, okay, 6 months, we getting married. No,
You're
not
6
like
months,
that.
but
It
I have a
obviously has to
question.
be mutual.
mm-hmm.
I have a question for you. So,
There you go.
if you meet a guy and y'all hit it off, you know you have this 6 month template. I'll say it's not concrete, but it's there. When is the proposal supposed to be? 3 months?
Honest, I don't know, because honestly, he could propose one day and then we go get married the next.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think she has like I think because she wants to elope, he could just be like they could be somewhere and he's like, let's get married. And she's like, hell yeah. And they go get married.
Yeah. See, this I think y'all thinking just anybody come and
yeah, no, I don't think it's just
that's not what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no,
I just think it.
That
I
you
just told you what
want
I thought.
to you
No,
want
I'm
to
talking about her.
be a man and in 6 months you want to be married to him. It's not a random man, it's just a man that you feel like, okay, I can do this, and then 6 months y'all are married.
I think she just has this premonition that she's gonna get married to somebody and she's only known them for 6 months. It's not someone essentially the premonition is telling her that it's not someone you already know, it's someone new, and y'all get married in a quick, fast, and a hurry, bam, bam, bam.
I'm
like,
gonna support you regardless, but
that's just gonna happen. It's not like I'm going into it and I keep saying it because I do think it's true, but it's not like my way or the highway. It's not that. It's not that, and it's damn sure not for just the next nigga, because like you said, these niggas are trash. No.
Basura. Well, you have my support. I will support whatever decision you make.
I was gonna do it.
She's gonna say I was gonna do it anyway.
I didn't say approval. I said support.
She does not want our support, I guess.
Right.
Louise.
I didn't say you needed my okay. I was just letting you know I was gonna stand behind you. But if you want to be diva about it,
right? Snatch it right back. So
expeditiously.
So according to Morgan, she has met her soulmate, open to other soulmates. I'm saying I don't really know. I could kind of see it, not really sure. Jametra, what was your answer?
We didn't even get to our answer. Y'all started going down my God,
okay, sorry.
I don't think she has, but I'm gonna listen for your answer.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I don't think I have. Like, maybe in past relationships, you ask me, I would be like, oh, yes. But then after I'd be like, no. So like even like me thinking back on them now, no. Cause I'm like, no. Why would I do anything like that?
That sounds like the ghetto. No, thank you. That also leads me, okay, you know how earlier Morgan said she feels like with a soulmate it has to be mutual. But I feel like people throw around the word soulmate so often. So do you think you have ever, in someone else's eyes, you've been their soulmate and you just have not, they have not been yours?
If I absolutely had to answer, I would say yes. But as I said before, I feel like if someone is truly your soulmate,
Yeah, like a true
it's
meet.
not, it's like, it's a mutual thing. It's not something
Mhm.
you have to really put work into.
Yeah.
But there has been men who just didn't understand I will never be theirs. And that's an issue.
Yeah. Listen.
And you know what gets on my nerves? It's always the dudes that you don't want that do everything you want a man to do for you. They go above and beyond. It's just, I just feel like God be playing jokes. It's like, I'm gonna show you it's possible, but not with none of the niggas you want. Okay then, well,
I'm cool off that.
Well, I guess I'm single because
I'm not that bored, Lord
it's
Jesus.
not gonna work for me. It's not gonna work for me.
Or have y'all? This is like, have y'all ever met somebody where it's like, oh, they do everything good, they're nice to you, you're attracted to them, they're doing everything you want them to do, but you just don't like them like that? Yeah,
I've come into that so many times.
I've had that.
It's like I be wanting to beat myself up on
Yeah.
what I used to. At this point, it's like it is what it is. But when I was younger, I was like, this dude is literally perfect. And I just can't bring myself to get with him. And I would notice, like, if I don't get butterflies when I'm around you, or I don't feel excited to see you or anything, then I know it's not, you not for me. And that's how I would know. It's like, I'm really trying here, but if I have to try this hard to find you attractive or to like you back.
No, yeah, it's not that you don't think you find them attractive, like, on paper, it would be the perfect relationship, but just you don't like them like that.
That's happened to me a lot of times, and it's really frustrating, actually.
It happened to me one time only. Only one time.
It just doesn't, it's so irritating, Tejah. Beyond irritating, because it's like you see everything you want in a man.
Then what is it?
In front of you.
That's the part that's
That's the part that's inexplicable. Something that doesn't click, and it's really not them. It's nothing about them because they're perfect. They've been perfect for me, but I never felt like, I feel like if I were to get into a relationship with them, I would be being fake because it's the feelings really just aren't there, and I could never understand why does this keep happening to me. I don't appreciate this. This is pretty rude. Yeah, it's very annoying.
That's a pretty
Hopefully that doesn't happen to me anymore. I've had enough character development in my life, honestly.
I just went tweet, God, I don't need it. Can you stop sending the people that's supposed to make me girl? I'm good.
I literally tweeted about this a month ago. I was like, I feel as though I've been through enough character development for a lifetime. I don't need any more foolishness.
I'm good. I promise you.
I've been through
yeah, that's really interesting. I'm gonna look that up because I quite frankly have never experienced that. Not that I can think of. Because when you said you're attracted to them, that knocked off a couple people. Other people, I wasn't attracted to them, so that's why. What? I'm serious.
Okay, perfect example, case in point. The Waddler, on paper, absolutely perfect for me. Absolutely perfect.
Well, obviously he's not perfect because he waddles. That's not him being perfect.
I said on paper.
You would write that on paper. Person that walks correctly.
Okay, okay, but
y'all are going to jail. I hope y'all know that.
But in real life, but it is true. I have found people attractive who I also thought was perfect for me, but I just could not bring myself.
Like the perpetrator.
Girl, he was lying.
She ain't know. Yeah, she didn't know at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know. I didn't find out he was lying about that until like a year after we stopped talking.
Yeah. He just had an auntie voice. So I guess technically he wasn't. On paper, you wouldn't put auntie.
And you see, that's what's like, oh, you find like this one specific thing that you don't like about him, and then it's like, oh, throw it away.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be able to deal with that either. Auntie, you got to go somewhere.
No. I've even been in worse situations where there was literally nothing wrong. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There was nothing about them that irritated me, that turned me off. Nothing. And
Have you tried revisiting?
Huh?
Have you tried revisiting? Maybe you needed growth. Maybe you weren't ready for them.
You can't just go back to
So
them.
interesting. Wait, what you said, Jametra?
She gonna tell herself you try revisiting. You can't just go back to motherfuckers and be like,
Sorry,
know.
can we try again?
hey, remember, girl, that's not gonna work. That's how she a nigga. She be having a nerve of niggas. You need to stop doing that.
I'm gonna talk to y'all
if y'all ended on a good note, you could be able to back, you know.
I'm gonna talk to y'all in the group message because something interesting happened recently. So we go, yeah. But anyway.
I'm interested. All right. Well, we already covered my last question, multiple soulmates, and I feel like we all agree you can have multiple soulmates.
I have a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's say you both find, or he finds you, because he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. But y'all don't want favor. But
Hallelujah.
Y'all don't want favor. But anyways. Was that fake? Fake tongues? Excuse me? You're going to a fiery river. Anyway.
You can't do that.
How do y'all know that's it?
Huh?
Y'all don't know if the spirit took over me.
You're not in no type of spirit.
You don't know.
You was just Meg the Stallion. It don't work that way.
I was also just thinking Mary.
So anyway, Meg was created in his image. So
boom.
Anyway, back to y'all. Let's say
what was the question?
I never finished it.
Oh.
That's what I was about to say. So, scenario. The year is 2021. You both happen to run across, not the meditation, you both happen to run across, or he runs across you, the person who you feel is your soulmate. Okay. At what point would you feel as if, you know, he needs to make the move towards forever?
6 months.
Like, in this scenario, it's like an undeniable, this is my person.
Well, I feel like if it's undeniable, we both know what we're waiting for.
I told you, we get super earlier than 6 months.
Like you said, if it's a true soulmate, I wouldn't have to wait 1 year to meet side B nigga. I've seen all sides. Side A nigga is you. So you're crack-a-lacking.
So you're okay with young marriage?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at this point now, we're not that young to be getting married.
But we're still considered young marriage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're
I know
under
we're considered 25. I mean, but 2021, we're going to be 25.
I'm just saying, girl.
Barely. We're going to be 24.
I said the year is 2021. This could literally be January. Well, we would still all be 24.
Yeah.
What's 1 year?
I say 1 year, but minimum 6 months for like 6. We have to surpass 6 months. I need some time.
That's enough.
What's that for? If you said that you feel that your soulmate it's effortless, why are you putting the time? Because that seems like that's spending a lot of effort. Effortless, you wouldn't need a timetable.
Yeah.
Why do you have to have a time?
It's, for me, it's just more about how things play out, because as I said,
nothing's going to play out. You already said this is undeniable soulmate. Nothing is going to play out. You guys are going to live happily ever after with kids and maybe some pets.
But here's the thing. Your soulmate can hurt you. Your soulmate can...
What kind of soulmate that is?
Right.
Okay, here's my thing. If you marry your soulmate and he's your husband, he's still a human being. He can still hurt you. He can still, y'all can still have issues.
Never mind then.
Right.
But that doesn't negate the fact that he's your soulmate. That just means y'all are human.
And I'm not negating. I'm not saying like, oh, you're a soulmate, so he's
Tejah
not
don't
gonna
want no
hurt you.
issues. That's her problem. Go ahead,
And
Jametra.
she be getting the most issues, honey.
You're unreal. That's
Sorry.
unrealistic, Tejah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's not saying that, but it's like if we're soulmates and in our both of our minds we're supposed to be together, why am I gonna spend all this time lamenting over what could possibly happen? I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You finna hurry up and gonna get married, and then if you do something to me, I'm gonna have to slap the shit out of you then. And
Oh
then
wow.
we're gonna decide
Yeah,
what
so
we're
you're
gonna
I
do.
think for me, but it also takes time to really get to know a person. Like we can definitely mutually agree, we could be soulmates, but I feel like it takes time to learn a person, their characteristics, their behaviors, how they handle certain situations. That's not something
Mhm.
you'll know, right away. And I need, especially if I'm going to marry you, I need to know how you handle a lot of things. And I feel like 8 to 12 months is a good gauge of me seeing how do you handle anger? How do you handle when you're busy? Do you shut off? How do you handle your emotions? Like those are all really important things that you need to know before you get into before you get into a marriage.
Apparently, according to a study, it takes around 6 months or 172 days for a person to decide if the person they are dating is marriage material.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna feel like. I was like,
I don't know
honestly,
whether you're marriage material. I would know that very quickly. Very quickly.
yeah, I feel like people know when they want to get married way early, especially the older you get, you know exactly what you want.
You may
And you know
know, but
exactly.
I feel like this takes into account what Morgan was saying. There's things that have happened within 6 months. Yeah, might know after 1 month that I want to marry you, but I also have never seen you deal with grief. I've never seen you deal with anger. I've never seen you deal with stress. So, do I really know?
Yeah. When I say that, I mean, I can know within days of meeting a guy whether or not I could marry him, but not if I want to marry him,
Marry
if
him.
that makes
Yes.
sense.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
it's possible for me to spend the rest of my life with you, I would know that within like a week, just by getting a gauge of the type of person you are
Yes.
and what matters to you and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that's easy.
Yeah,
That's easy.
that doesn't take long for me, but actually being willing to accept a proposal from you is gonna take a second.
Seeing me at the aisle waiting for me? No. I
And
don't
you
know about
better
that.
cry. Period.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that yet. You gotta give me some time, baby boy. You gotta give me some time.
Yeah.
That's just how the cookie crumbles, you know?
Gotta get
Sorry,
the rock.
fellas.
A
No
divorce
problem.
only take 30 days.
What?
A divorce only take 30 days.
Who wants to be
That's a
going through all
lie.
that?
I'm just joking.
It
Oh,
I don't know how long.
is the
I'm
lawyers,
just
the
joking.
prenups. Like she over there lying.
I am just joking.
Lying like a rug.
And
I ain't
Jametra
crying
just
over
let me know that in some states you have to be legally
it. Yeah,
separated before you get a
yes.
divorce. Absolutely not. If I
Yeah.
say I want to divorce this nigga, I want to divorce this nigga. Neo, you don't tell me we need to be separated for a period of time to see if we can work things out. We already tried that. Don't you think we already? It's like telling somebody turn it off. Did you turn it on and off? You think? You think?
I have one more question. Would you guys do a covenant marriage?
That shit hard to get out of.
I don't know if it's a covenant marriage.
So a
That's
covenant marriage is a step above. It's like it is super difficult to get out of that marriage. So, like no matter what, he can do so many things, and you still will
It's
have
very hard.
legal problems trying to get out of that marriage. You will have to do counseling, do a whole thing. It's a real.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Lord Jesus would have to come down in my dreams and tell me, Tejah, this is your soulmate. I want you to have a covenant marriage. And I might be like, you sure? He would be like, do not question me, child. And I said, okay. That's the only way. That's the only way.
I'm not
the
doing
only
it.
way.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in a covenant marriage, honestly. Marriage is enough for me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not doing that.
Slow down there, pal.
I think no matter how in love I am, I can always be realistic with myself and know that anything can happen.
Exactly. And this is not the 1700s. So things are, when that came about, things are not the same. So no.
people change and
Mhm.
things can change, and I'm never gonna lose sight of that just because I'm in love and just because things are going great. And I think a lot of women have to find that middle ground between like accepting where you are right now in your relationship, everything is great, accepting that love and knowing that that's pure and genuine, but also not having your mind in the gutter.
Yeah, don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Well, that just reminded me of talking about old marriage. There was a third on Twitter one time, and it was like one the girl was like, "My parents have been divorced since I was 2. I think they're having sex. I'm 35."
Oh,
That he wanted that old thing back.
well, excuse the
She
hell
got
out of
that
me.
wop. Periana.
Wop, wop,
And then
wop.
it became like a long list of people was like, "Yeah, my parents were never married and they weren't together, but I just found out they were having sex, and I'm 55." I'm like, what?
Maybe you were the problem. Maybe
It's
you were
like
the
all
kid
these
who was
old
like,
Right.
people.
Kid came in and ruined everything.
I was like, it's all these 30-year-olds talking about some. Yeah, my parents haven't been together since I was 6 months, and now I just found out. I was like, oh my god.
oh,
Yeah,
wow.
no. Luckily, I will never have that issue. Don't drag me, guys. Don't drag me. I'm just
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all right. Let's move on to not that complicated.
that wasn't even okay.
He
They
always
be
goes
dealing with
too far.
I don't even feel like that was bad. I was
Too far.
pointing out a positive.
Okay. Next caller, we're about to do and go into the not that complicated. Let me do mine because mine is about friendships and stuff already.
Okay.
But so I found it on Reddit. It's kind of
Oh
long.
goodness.
So me and my best friend have been roommates for 2.5 years. Everything is great apart from this issue that has been getting worse over time and is now driving me insane. The first time it happened was about 6 months into us living together. When we first met, she had a crappy Windows laptop and an Android, whereas I've always had Apple products. After noticing how few problems I had, and I guess liking the style of them, she upgraded to both a MacBook and an iPhone like mine. I didn't think anything of it and was happy she had it because it meant we could take advantage of things like iMessage and FaceTime. Then a few months later, Apple bought out a watch. I expressed an interest in it, but ultimately never went through with it. Whereas the very next day, she got one. I figured it was just adoption of the products to the highest degree, and again, I was happy. A couple of months after that, I talked about upgrading my car. The next thing I know, she was looking at upgrading hers. I ended up keeping mine for another year. She ended up doing the same. I've always had a PS4. Just before Christmas last year, a really cool game came out that I loved and was excited about it. Within a few days, my girlfriend, who previously had no interest in consoles or any or gaming, went out and bought a top end PS4 in the game. She played both all about 3 times. For me, this was around the time I started getting wary of her imitating everything I had or wanted. There also seemed to be paralyzed with things I did that she would do. For example, if my family had a problem, a week later, hers would have the same problem. Recently, just before lockdown, I managed to bag myself a Nintendo Switch, which I'd always wanted, but could never make time for. I was super excited, but I guess overlooked my friends had it because, yep, you guessed it. Within a week, she stole the PS4 she never ended up using and bought a Switch too. And that brings me to now. Tomorrow, the 15th, Apple is it's an Apple conference where they will bring out new products. I need a new phone, and I'm going to finally get the watch because of better cash flow and recent health issues would make it kind of a cool, necessary purchase. I admit I had kept this from my friend. Then over the weekend, we went to see one of our friends, one of which I talked to privately about buying both products. My friend then asked me in front of my girlfriend if I was excited. So now you guessed it again. Last night, she admitted she's really excited for tomorrow to get both, even though she doesn't need them because she upgraded 6 months ago and previously hadn't said anything about it because I hadn't. This has kind of pushed me over the edge, and now I don't know what to do. Like I said, everything is great in our friendship, but her buying or getting everything I want or I'm going to get is starting to get really weird and frustrated, especially when like the PS4 incident sometimes she will buy something she doesn't even have any interest in. I know I have to talk to her, but how? What do I say other than stop copying me? Thanks.
At first I was like, like the Apple stuff, like the laptop and the computer. But as she kept going, that's more than copying. That sounds like obsessive behavior.
Is single black female. Like,
It's very obsessive. I've had a friend like that before.
That's really obsessive, and that's weird.
It is weird. I remember I cut bangs. The next time I saw her, she had bangs. I changed up my style. The next time I saw her, she had my style. And I was just like, okay. And I sat her down and I was like, why are you doing everything I'm doing?
What did she say?
She was just like, oh, like I thought you would, would be, basically she thought I would be flattered by it. And I was like, no, you should do your own thing.
Was she just like admired, like she liked the things that you did? She's like, oh, like did she look up to you in a way, and that's why?
Yes. And although I do feel like friends should have some type of admiration for each other in a sense, but never to the point where you're trying to be like your friends.
That's weird
to me.
Yeah, I feel like there's attributes that you could like of your friends that you want to adopt for yourself, yes. But if, like one of our friends, Ashton, she just cut her hair and it's blonde. I know for sure my head shape, I'm not cutting my hair and I'm not dyeing it blonde. This is the most blonde it's getting for me.
I would have to sit down with Tejah like, is everything okay?
I would look like a Duracell battery. No.
Not even the Energizer Bunny. She said Duracell. She was specific.
No. It's not for me.
Yeah. I think it's very weird, and I think she needs to respectfully go to her friend and just say, I've noticed in the past few years that you have a tendency to imitate the things that I do. Can you give me a reason why?
It's leaning towards, it's giving very much obsessive. Can
you
explain?
It's giving very much you need a therapist.
Yes.
Quickly.
Obsessive tease. I need you to get it together. Please.
That's very weird. I couldn't have someone like that as a friend. I had to cut that friend off because you admire me a little too much for my liking.
Yeah, no, that's weird. And they live together? Nah, man. She might be watching her when she sleep.
Be all up in her room when she's gone.
Laying in her bed, smelling her pillows. Nope.
This is a Lifetime movie.
No. So what you need to do, move out and stop being friends with her.
Pretty much. It's not that complicated. You gotta go.
Jeez, y'all are not about preserving relationships on this podcast.
Because that's toxic. That is toxic.
Y'all have toxic relationships.
I know y'all not talking. I said I would still be friends with homegirl that invited her boyfriend on vacation. Y'all said y'all would never talk to her ever again. I said I just wouldn't talk to her.
Like I said, I don't have any toxic relationships in my life right now. I'm gonna keep it that way. Like Tyrese said, keep it that way. Now, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, y'all, and that has been another episode
of Not That
Complicated.
Okay, make sure you're following us on Instagram and Not That Complicated Pod, and you are subscribed to us on YouTube. You can just search Not That Complicated Podcast, or since you're following us, you can just go to the link in the bio, and it links you to everything, like literally everything. So make your life easier. If you're feeling fancy, you can follow me as well at Tejah, SeauxTejah.
All right, and me on Instagram at 2_Jametra, Jametra.
And I am Moeshco on all social media platforms, Moashco. You already know, coming through the dough. Rihanna. Love that for us. Yeah.
Alrighty then, we will see you guys, talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.